Hey y'all, this is your weekly discount code. The you know what is in the you know where. This is going to be a bit of an intense reading. I'm going to go ahead and start the music. So serendipity came up again, as well as the word kismet, and I'm already getting the chills and the goosebumps. Okay, Talladega Nights, the movie, literally Talladega. Whatever that conjures up for you is significant here if this is yours. The Nashville Skyline. And this song is actually called Nashville Skyline by Dishwalla. If you're old, you may know it. This has not left my head for days. This is about a connection. This is about something that is right in front of your face. And you have to choose what to do with it. Okay? Chills so bad. I will say that someone or multiple people, depending on who you are trying to come in between this connection or manipulate this connection or the people in it. I think a lot of you have, at some point within the past year, gotten out of toxic relationships or situations. And in the song, A Song for You by Zach Bryan, he says, find yourself a sober man who golfs and is a Christian. And I think for some of you, this is the equivalent of what that means in the song, okay? I'm also hearing something about letters you'll never get. So this is very much like some maybe unrequited love or unexpressed emotion. I feel like this person has written you things that they have not sent you or showed you. Growing pains are significant. I think both of you are growing where you're at in your life. The movie Sweet Home Alabama, it could be the state, literally Alabama. But I had a reading on 2/9/25 where I talked about, what did you say, 14 hours ago, 16 hours ago? That's significant, or it will be, hold on. "14 hours ago, I was living in a dream." And something in 14 hours from now, when you look back on it, is going to feel like you're living in a dream. Or it could literally be 14 hours ago for some of you. Okay? That's significant whenever you see this. But I had a reading on 2/9/25 where I talked about Sweet Home Alabama, and that reading may also be significant here. Southern Gothic core or music is relevant here. They also gave me, have you guys seen those TikToks going around where it's like, how did you guys meet? And it's like, he burned me at the stake in the 1600s and I found him again in this lifetime. It's giving that, but I do think there's a past life connection here. Okay. But I think this is more like you guys could not be together in this past life. And in some way that is mimicked in this lifetime. There is some cultural, racial, socioeconomic, religious thing that for most people would imply, and even maybe for you, it makes you doubt that this could work. Okay? They're giving me the phrase, lightning don't strike twice, which kind of ties in with the Sweet Home Alabama thing, but I also think it's significant in here in the sense that, like, this might be the one chance you get for something this good. Okay? Wyoming could be significant. The rest are songs. I'm just going to see what comes up in this reading. I'm going to go ahead and start pulling some cards here. And I'm also just going to add some incense to my burner over here before we start. All right. Let's get this party started. I feel like I should just go to part 2 now. What does this collective need to know? Whoa. What does this collective need to know, Spirit? You're both facing a lot of indecision, a lot of confusion, and you're both moving very, very slow. Okay? Interesting. Interesting. Wow. This is the second reading tonight in which this has come out. The King and Queen of Swords together. So this is some sort of divinely gifted or guided. Please don't make this into some weird twin flame shit. we can have divinely guided connections that are just divinely guided because they're meant to teach us something. So don't just automatically think that I'm telling you that this is the person that you're meant to be with forever and ever and ever. For some of you, though, it may be. However, let's go to part 2 because we're going to discuss why she is in the upright and he is in the reverse.